Hey guys, it's Madison, and today I'm going to be sharing the pros and cons of living in Briscoe Quadrangle at Indiana University. Personally, I loved Briscoe, and I would definitely live in it again if I was going to be a freshman again. So I highly recommend Briscoe, but that being said, there were definitely some pros and cons to living in Briscoe. So I made a list. Yep, there we go. Okay, so I made a list of the pros and cons of living in Briscoe. So I'm just gonna share them with you. Maybe you're considering living in Briscoe next year, or you're just curious about Briscoe at Indiana University. So I decided to share these with you because I think it would have been pretty helpful for me to have watched a video of the pros and cons of living in Briscoe. Okay, so the first pro, Briscoe is very nice. It's very nice, very clean. There's no mold, which is a plus. And it's just nice. But the con to that is that it's very expensive. It's enhanced living, so it is more than other dorms. But you definitely get what you paid for in terms of cleanliness and space. And yeah, it's very nice. Second pro to that is there's no community bathrooms, which that alone sold me right away on Briscoe. I don't like using community bathrooms, and I would not have liked community bathrooms in some of the dorms because I've heard some pretty bad things from them. But Briscoe, don't have to worry about them because there's no community bathrooms. And also the bathrooms are cleaned once a week by staff if you like that. You don't have to have your bathroom cleaned every week, but it's pretty nice to just have that option. Briscoe is also very, very close to the stadium and Assembly Hall. So if you're a big Hoosier fan and you go to all the games or tailgating, you will love that because it's a very, very, very convenient spot for the athletics, which is nice, especially after games when you don't want to walk 2 miles or something to get to your dorm. It's nice just to have it right in back of it. So that was very nice. Briscoe also had a game room with ping pong tables and a large TV and sofas. So that was very nice. I didn't really play ping pong much, but I know a lot of people who played it like every day. So it was very fun. They also had a large study room. It was super open. It had sofas, tables, chairs, fake plants. I don't know why I remember that, but it did. I think, am I making that up? I don't even know, but it was very nice. It also had a grand piano in it. So it was nice to just be able to go and study with your friends up there if you wanted to kind of get away but not have to walk super far. They also had tutoring in Briscoe, which if you're like me and you have a hard time with calculus, then tutoring is going to be your best friend and you'll end up there every night like I did. So it was very nice to have tutoring in Briscoe, and like I said, they help with calculus, they help with finite, they help with statistics, I believe, they help with English, writing, you name it, they help you with it. So it was very convenient just to have tutoring in the next building, in the center building area. Briscoe also had an amazing C-store my second semester. My first semester, they didn't have the C-store, so I don't know how it will look for you. I don't know what they're planning on doing with that, but we did have a C-store at the end of the year, and it was very nice. I think it was probably the best C-store on campus once it opened. It had avocados, bananas, apples, salads, sushi, sandwiches, pastas, chicken nuggets, soups, breads, literally everything. You name it, and Briscoe C-store had it. Another pro is that Briscoe had free laundry. Obviously, you pay the laundry in the expenses that you have to pay for Briscoe because, like I said, it is enhanced cost, but it is nice and convenient to just go into the laundry room, swipe your card, not have to put coins in, and then close the washer, close the dryer, start it, and boom, your stuff's being washed or dried. And you don't have to carry a lot of quarters and stuff, so that's very nice. Another pro about living in Briscoe is that stadium parking is close, and this is very convenient if you have stadium parking, which most students get stadium parking just because it's one of the cheaper options, if not the cheapest. I don't really know. Don't quote me on that. But it is nice to have stadium parking so close because when you have to move your car before games, which happens a lot when men's basketball starts, so it's nice to have stadium parking close. You also have basketball and tennis courts across from Briscoe, and that's just nice to have if you want to go shoot some hoops or play tennis or spike ball or whatever the heck you want to play across the street. Another pro is that Briscoe is the first stop after the stadium parking for the bus, which is very nice. That can actually be seen as a pro or a con because sometimes the bus is full from the stadium people, but it just depends on the timing of your class and when you're getting on the bus, because sometimes it's not full at all, but other times you can't get on the bus because it's so packed. So that's kind of a pro or a con, and you'll get used to the bus schedule and what bus is empty and what bus is full when you go to class and stuff. If you ride the bus, a lot of people just walk. I walked, I like that, but some people like the bus. Now for the cons. My cons that I wrote down probably won't even be in existence by the time you're at IU because things will probably be open, but for my year, McNutt and Foster, which are the nearest dorms, were closed down due to mold. So it was kind of like a little ghost town on the northwest side of campus where us Briscoe residents were. There weren't many food court options at Briscoe when I lived there, but if McNutt opens, I know they have a really good food area and like C-store, so you'll probably have more options next year than I did my year. But Gresh, I ate at Gresh a lot. Well, first semester I didn't eat at Gresh like at all because I didn't like the food options. But then it changed second semester because the IMU was closed, so we got more food options. That sounds weird. It's a long story. But overall, it just didn't have many food options when I lived there. But it might be different for you. Also, Briscoe is kind of far from like the main areas of the campus, so you definitely have to walk a little bit or ride the bus or scooter to get there. Fee Mountain, if you don't live in Bloomington or you haven't been to IU, it's this hill you have to walk up every time you go to your dorm. And let's just say it's kind of a pain in the butt, literally. Like it hurts your butt walking Fee Mountain every day, at least once or twice. Okay, not actually, but Fee Mountain is the ginormous hill that's by Briscoe and McNutt and Foster and Gresham. And it's not even that big, but when you have to walk it like 50 times a day, it gets pretty big. Your calves start hurting, and yeah, I think I had a lot of like, what are they called? Charlie horses in my calf from walking that and not stretching my calves a lot, which is, it's so stupid to think about. But Fee Mountain, if you're trying to get thick, I mean, Fee Mountain is your place, okay? You walk up that thing a couple times a day, you'll be good. But if you don't like walking and it's super hot outside and you just look at Fee Mountain and then you're like, oh my goodness, then you'll understand once you get to Briscoe, I promise. Fee Mountain's not your friend. Also, the Briscoe CH parking was so bad. It was just not good. There were like, I don't even know, there were like 20 spots in back of Briscoe. It was not good, especially if you were a CH parking pass holder. But I think that was just because of the construction going on at McNutt, so I don't even think it'll be like that for you when you go to Briscoe. But my year, Briscoe CH parking was not good. So I don't know, maybe just get the stadium parking or see how it is for the first few weeks. Okay, let me see what else I have on my cons. Not many food options, like I said, although that'll probably be different. The bus is usually full when it comes, depending on the time. And then lots of walking. Yep. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, you'll probably have a very different experience than I did, just because IU's campus was a little hectic last year with all of the construction on the northwest side of campus near Briscoe. If you liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe. Also, if you have any questions, leave them down below in the comments or feel free to message me on Instagram. I'll leave my Instagram in the description box below. But thank you so much for watching. Stay safe during COVID-19. Bye.